Rogers State men shooting 50% for the game, 47% on threes. Hillcats have made 7 now to tie St. Greg's in the made 3 department, and that's why the Cavaliers now trail by 5. Driving left, high window shot missed by Carter as we resume action with under 13 minutes to play in the second half. We have a foul after an offensive rebound by Vorwald. He will shoot 2 for St. Gregory's, 56-51. If you've just joined us earlier tonight, the Rogers State women victorious in blowout fashion over St. Greg's, 75-48. Vorwald free throw, up and through. His free throw shot reminds you of Cole Aldrich of Kansas. It looks exactly like that shot.
And just you can see Matt Kellogg coming from behind, and 1 of 2 at best. I mean, if he makes this one, I'll be surprised, but that's not going to be a consistent shooter. That's a 50% shot at best.
Well, he misses both there.
And I don't get why coaches let him do it. It'd be one thing if he's shooting 92%, but if he's not shooting 80% shooting that, help the young guy out. Get his technique changed. That ain't going to work.
Cats up 56-52, 12:35 to play second half. Foul line, Davis passes underneath, and layup good, foul called. It's against Spicer though. No, they're gonna call it in low on Vorwald. It'll count for Spice, and the lead grows to 6 for the Hillcats.
That's good high-low action. The Hillcats from time to time look unbeatable at that, and then other times passes just go anywhere and look like, what did they just do?
So Spicer to the free throw line for RSU.
Today, let's go.
And this Rogers State run has been fueled by Spicer, and he completes another 3-point play. He's 4 of 5 at the foul line in this game. Matt Kellogg, by the way, picked up his 3rd foul, so he will now exit. Reggie Burdett has come in for him. So the Cats go with Francis, Burdett, Taylor, Spicer, and Theo Davis. Inbounds played, and the double comes. Clark rolled that thing on the canvas. It finally hit Flory up ahead. He will drive, pull up, hang, shoot over Davis, partially blocked by Theo. Rebound Rogers State. Burnett wants to run. Cats are at their best when they're running. Pass to Taylor, layup attempt, missed, but a foul. And Rogers State's now attacking the goal and drawing fouls and shooting free throws.
Well, this is a college foul, and if our camera crew can get us a replay, and this is great, because I'm going to show you right now, Deverick Taylor absolutely pushes off with his left arm and creates this. Good job by our camera crew. Watch this. He's going to go up, and his left arm is going to push off. Here we go. Look at that. In the NBA, that's a wipe-away foul. There's no way that you call that foul on the defense from Deverick. But Deverick's smart. He got the foul.
And that foul on Ricardo Rose, his 2nd, team 6th. Free throw good for Deverick, 60-52 Hillcats. Again, trailed this one, 44-37 at the half. 12:18 left in the game.
Let's just put it this way. If that was a St. Gregory's player doing that, and it was our defender getting him, I'd be all over him about that. But that's college officials give you that, and I don't know why. 2nd
free throw rims out, and Vorwald boards for St. Gregory's. Cavaliers break out down 8. 12:10 left in the half. Up top, it's Patrick Bryan. Bryan will move left on the handle, throw it to Rose. Rose had a field goal in the first half to Vorwald, foul line right. Now to Rose. Rose moves left, lost it. Francis scoops it up off the canvas. He'll run out, 2-on-1. Francis takes it himself, avoids the defense and lays it in.
Good job. Chris Francis doing what he does, making steals, playing defense, and now Deverick Taylor gets a foul, 94 feet. But at least the Hillcats have picked their effort up, their intensity, totally changed things around, have a 10-point lead.
Rogers State now leads 62-52, 11:46 to play in the game. Taylor whistled for the foul, his first, team's 4th of the second half.
You look out here on the floor, and I'm trying to see who's really playing the point, and I think they're just kind of doing it by committee. You've got your 2 point guards, Matt Kellogg and Lance Sullivan, both on the bench, and now you have Francis and Alex Ewings, and you don't really have a pure point guard out there, so those have to get done by committee.
And Alex Ewings is into the game for the Hillcats. The Jinx freshman replaces Deverick Taylor. So the Hillcats now go with Francis, Burnett, Ewings, Spicer, and Davis.
How about this? 9 minutes in the second half. 8.5 minutes, a 17-point turnaround. And the Hillcats were down 7, up 10.
Here's Clark, dribble drive, baseline right, and he's reached in on him, fouled by Reggie Burnett. Well, maybe it's on Alex Ewings. I thought Burnett reached in there, but they're going to whistle the foul on Ewings, and Ewings with his 2nd, team's 5th. Non-shooting infraction, so the inbound set up by St. Greg's with the Cavaliers down 10, 11:36 to go in the game. Played in from baseline right by Ritchie to Johnson. Up top, Stewart finds Clark. Left wing, here's the shooter, Carter. Blocked on the 3 by Spicer, and the Hillcats run out with it. 2-on-2, right side Ewings shoots as he avoided the defender, but he left it short. Ritchie rebounds for St. Greg's. Richie slow at the timeline, crosses over, then lost the ball out of bounds. It'll be RSU basketball. Richie, the freshman, wanted a holding call on Francis, but he never got it from Haywood Hill right in front of us, made the call. 11:15 to play in the game. The Cats have seized control, or we think.
Well, it has been a 17-point turnaround, and that's pretty good. When you were talking about 9 minutes in the second half, you're already at 10.
Spicer had it ripped free cleanly by Clark, and then Spicer pushed and fouled John Clark.
But you can see what's happening right now without a point guard out there. I mean, it's going to get stagnant. Now, we've been on 62, and Francis and Alex Ewan's been in the game, and it's, you know, offensively on the break, nothing good's happening. Half-court offense, nothing good's happening. But if you can just buy a couple minutes with this group, you'll be fine.
Well, the other two primary ball handlers are on the bench with 4 and 3 fouls. Sullivan with 4 fouls, Matt Kellogg with 3. Here's Richie dribbling to the free throw line, backs away with a bounce pass to Sam Stewart, back to the elbow, moving right. Carter fouled, shoots it but doesn't hit. He'll go to the free throw line for a pair, as it'll be whistled against Sylvester Spicer. That's his second.
Well, Spicer has every reason to talk to the official, like, what did I do? He stood right there, held his ground. As long as the offensive player in college can lean on that defender, watch, here we go. Now watch Spicer. He's going to stand straight up. I haven't seen this yet. He's just standing straight up, right? Now he does. He goes his arm out there a little bit northeast. Not north and south, but northeast. And I'm going to give the official benefit of that call.
And Carter now with 15 in the ballgame. It's his first point of the second half. First points of the second half. Now he's 3 out of 4 as he makes both of them. Leads down to 8 for Rogers State. 10:45 left in the game. Between the rings, here is Reggie Burnett. Reminder, the Hillcats need to win out to have an at-large national tournament berth be a possibility even. Baseline left, ball away, and that's what Theo Davis is starting to feel. He can make those baseline J's, that time from 12 feet out.
And that's where he needs to operate too, right there in that 10-foot on-in area. I mean, I know he wants to step out and shoot the 15-footer, the three-pointer, but right there is where he's at his best.
10-point lead again for the Cats. Moving left on a behind-the-back play. Clark had it poked free by Spicer and stolen. Here comes Francis. Francis angled dribble across the midcourt line. Now he's doubled. Throws it hurriedly across the court. It goes to Ewings, who passes back to Reggie Burnett between the two circles. Burnett will move left. Pass it wing extended to Francis on the Hillcat claw, and he walks away from the claws. Throws it up top. Spicer in the lane, and now Davis works it underneath. Burnett missed a bunny. Follow shot rejected by Stewart.
Boy, that's a good pass, though, by Theo Davis. Everybody in the arena thought he was going to go out and shoot it, and somehow shoveled it to Reggie Burnett. I think it surprised him. He misses the bunny.
9:53 to play in the game. 64-54 Cats will have a full shot clock here. Ball played into Spice. Up top to Davis. Davis head of the circle. Now works it right wing Burnett. Back toward to Ewings. Left wing Francis. Francis dribble drive, moving right. Hanging shot. Banked, missed. Rebound Ewings. Follow at the rim. Good.
Good activity by Alex Ewings. Not running back down defensively. Crashes the glass. His guard that was guarding him paid no attention to him. Nice job of filling that offensive rebound.
Under 9.5 to play in the game. Cats have amassed their largest lead of the game by 12. 66-54 over St. Gregory's. Top of the key. The basketball, it's Johnson. Handoff to Carter, now to Clark. Clark, 16 to shoot to Stewart. Wrapped underneath, block left, moving in. Carter scores, and he's fouled by Spicer. It'll count. It's down to a 10-point game again. Chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Carter to the foul line. If he makes it, can cut it to 9.
Well, that time again, Spicer's just going to have to start jumping up and blocking shots because he's getting fouls for everything just standing there. You know, coach and teacher, just get your arms up and be big, but they keep calling the foul. Well, then forget that. Jump up there and slap that into the 6th row.
4/5 of a new rotation in now for the Hillcats. Matt Kellogg, Deverick Taylor, Lance Sullivan, and Joey Twilley staying on the floor. Theo Davis. The free throw line, Jade Carter. 3 of 4 tonight, and he leads his club with now 18 and make it 19 as he hits the foul shot. And he scored 5 now in the second half. Here's Twilley up top, the 9-point RSU lead, 9 minutes to go. Lead not safe by any stretch of the imagination. Taylor at the wing takes it from Kellogg. Taylor dribbles in, passes into the lane on a bounce look. In low, Davis scores. Double clutch, but pumped it up and in.
Boy, great job, Theo Davis, getting it down there low, and even a better job getting the passes to him. But, man, if he can get the ball 6 feet from the bucket, it's over.
And Davis has 10, nearly a steal by Kellogg at midcourt. Carter, top of the key, ball fakes, steps in on Twilley, and back over left wing, it's passed to Johnson. Johnson horses Kellogg moving right, pull up 18-footer splashed in by Dominique Johnson, and he has 5.
But Dominic Johnson has shown over the course of the years that he can make tough shots.
Sullivan, 3-ball straight on, missed it short. Rebound, St. Greg's, 8:20 to play. 68-59, RSU leads by 9. Chance to cut it to 7 or 6 if the Cavs can make a 3. Here's Ritchie, a dribble drive to the baseline. Works it back up top. Clark hits a 3. No, it spun in and out. Looked good when it left his hand, but it was in and out. Twilly boards. Twilly across the midcourt line. Twilly stops head of the circle. Throws it to Sullivan. He'll dribble through the lane. Back far side. Kellogg will dribble out now. Under 8 minutes to play in the second half. Over on the wing left goes to Taylor. Between the circles, Twilly. Rotated right perimeter to Lance Sullivan. 15 to shoot for the Hillcats. Taylor throws it near corner Kellogg. 10 to shoot on the skip right wing. Sullivan bounces it in the post. And in low, Davis missed the shot, but he's fouled.
Good pass by Lance Sullivan. Throw it away from the D. Nice job of getting that ball to the outside of Theo Davis. And Davis is going to work second half, man. Where would we be without him right now? I mean, he's just creating space down there in the low block. And then once he's making good things happen.
Sam Stewart may have picked up that foul. I think he did. It's his 4th. 7th team. Roger State's committed 18 fouls. 7:38 remains in the game. Theo Davis, Binghamton University transfer from Brampton, Ontario, near Toronto, Canada. Right-handed shooter. Free throw missed off the back rim. Davis now just 2 out of 6 from the free throw stripe in this game. Forwalled in for Stewart, who picked up that foul. Dominique Johnson checks out as well. Patrick Bryan, native of Shawnee. That's where St. Gregory's is located. He's back in the game. 68-59. Could move it back to a 10-point lead. Davis free throw. Off the back heel, missed again. Rebound Forwall. St. Greg's, again, a chance to dip it down to 6 or 7. 7.5 to play. Here's Bryan on the handle. He's marked by Matt Kellogg. Pass no look to the baseline, intended for Vorwald, but Kellogg steals it. Kellogg will curl, pivot, and come in the front court. He's across the midcourt line. He dribbles to the wing, passes to Twilly. Back up to the wing to Sullivan. Sullivan in the lane. Davis with his long right arm reached out and caught it at the elbow. Now Sullivan eventually takes it back to Twilly left wing. Twilly moving right against this St. Greg's zone. Now to Taylor. Taylor straight on to Twilly. Twilly with 14 to shoot. Passes near corner to Lance. Sullivan traveled. Turnover, Roger State. 7 minutes to go in the game. 68-59. RSU holds to a 9-point lead over St. Greg's.
Boy, you see Coach Williams on Sullivan right there. He wanted to make that pass inside. And Lance is such a good one-on-one player. And Theo Davis hadn't quite established position. Shot clock's run down, so he tries to create something and ends up getting travel.
And now a double comes to St. Greg's. Passes in the backcourt to Johnson. He draws back, looks ahead. Carter takes it. He'll drive right. The block pass to Vorwald, who fumbled it momentarily. Regains it back to Flory right wing. Up top, it goes to Carter. 68-59 Cats. 15 to shoot for St. Greg's. Moving left. Carter underneath the Vorwald. He had it ripped out of his hands by Taylor. Steal by Twilly in the corner. He comes away with it, throws it to Spicer. Hillcats will push. Here's Sullivan on the breakout. Looks left. Twilly runs in, reverses it up, missed it. Rebound, and then a foul from behind. Spicer caught a tough right-handed shot to the back of the head, but he's helped up by Vorwald and then touches his forehead to wipe some sweat away.
Well, Vorwald feels he got hit down the other end, and they didn't make a call. You see him come here. He just comes at him hard. Too bad on the missed shot right there, but watch this. Vorwald's going to come over the top, and that's just a frustration foul from the other end.
Media timeouts. 6:27 to play in the game here at the Claremore Expo. 68-59. Roger State men trailed by 7.5, but lead it now by 9 as we hit the home stretch. We're back after this from RSU Public TV and RSU Radio.